Okay, so here we are with part 7C, the final part. It takes so long. So I've stitched around the edge of my tag. My bobbin ran out halfway through, so it took ages. I've also backed this onto another, to hide the stitching, I've backed it onto one of the other journal cards in the kit. I've also done a little bit of zigzag stitching round my T card. Could be a bit over the top, but anyway, it's done. So I'm going to glue that on. I've opened a new bottle of Fabri-Tac just so we don't have to wait for the glue to flow. I want that slightly I want that slightly, I don't know if you can see, but I'm now working in a complete mess. I did try with these to stay tidy, but it just doesn't happen, to be honest. I've got some lace that I'm going to put along the bottom here, and I want it just to hang over the bottom. So I'm going to do a line of glue on the card, and I'm going to go roughly here, so just under that line, and then I'm going to just put a few dabs here and there just to hold that in place, and try and even it up as well so that it's, you know, the same. I'm cutting it off in more or less the same place either side. Probably I think pay quite a lot of attention to detail, but I think that's quite important. That's what my crafting is about. And then I was looking for some red ribbon because I thought it needed some red at the bottom to pick this up, and as luck would have it, I found this tiny piece of rickrack in my stash, so I think I'm just going to glue that along the top there. And again, it's probably easier to put the glue down first. I don't always put the glue down first, but I think this will be a bit easier, mostly because this is a little bit, it's obviously been in the bottom of my ribbon box for a long time. Okay, so squish that down. So that's that. Yep, I like that. Let's put the lid back on there. And then for this one, I'm going to finish this. I want to keep that bit of rickrack. For this one, I'm going to tie a bow at the top, so I'm going to go through, even it up a little bit. And again, we may get a good bow, or it may be not so good. I can never quite work out what determines it. I know we pull a bit. See, that's got a bit twisted. I don't want it too big. Okay. and I'm just going to crinkle that a little bit. This seam binding sort of crinkles quite easily, so I'm just going to crinkle it just a little bit. And I don't think I'm going to add any charms onto that one. I think there's enough on there as it is. Got our blue and our reddy orange or red. Slightly crinkled bow, which isn't working too well. If you really want to crinkle it good and proper, it's a good idea to wet this seam binding, crinkle it up, and then it goes good. So that's that one. Maybe it needs a little charm. And this is how the other one looks now. It's flattened with its little angel charm. So those are on. Oh, and I put that on. I always glue these on, although they're stickers, they don't stick very well, so I would glue that on. And there's the next two tags. Sorry, my frame. I'm going so far left. There's our next two tags ready to go in the bag. So what I'll do now is have a good tidy up and think about what we're going to do next. I might try a couple of journal cards, and quite simple ones, and we'll just decorate those with a bit of extra fabric and lace, I think. Anyway, I'll get back to you with part 8, which I hope will be the final part. Thank you.